how this guy made over $10,000 with food accounts on Instagram. What up guys, Ben over here back with another video. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking to Chris Hester, who is no stranger to Instagram. Actually grew multiple accounts, grew over to 100,000 followers in just 3 months on one of them. So you're gonna be learning from him and kind of his journey on Instagram. And Chris actually was able to monetize food accounts and something pretty crazy. So you're gonna hear the story behind that of how him and his wife actually were able to monetize a couple food accounts on Instagram, and they grew absolutely insane, made a bunch of money with it. So Chris, thank you for being on here. Thank you for taking the time to actually be on the show with us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So just start out, what I would like, because I know a lot of people getting started are like, okay, how did this guy come to even being on Instagram or figuring out how to go down that path? Like what made you want to use Instagram as an income source?
Well, so Instagram for the past few years has really been like the hip thing, with the images kind of speak more than long text posts and everything. So it wasn't really, Facebook wasn't my go-to thing. And I had gone through other courses and everything, thinking, hey, let me learn how to make money through Instagram. It started with network marketing. We were trying to leverage it to grow a network marketing business, and everything that we learned didn't really work for us and kind of stuck. I think over 6 months, I built like 1,500 followers, which is like terrible. So that early on, that kind of piqued my interest and curiosity on how to leverage the platform in a way to be able to make income. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's really how it all started, just running across something, and I was like, oh, let me try this, and it didn't work. So I quit doing it for a couple years, and then I fell in Millionaire Mafia.
Awesome. So I do have a question there. So for those of you that are watching this right now, Chris, you got involved with my company a couple years ago. How did you even find it? Because I can't remember.
Honestly,
you can't remember either.
I know I saw it. Somehow I came across it on Facebook. Uh-huh. I do know that, but I honestly don't remember how.
That's funny. That's funny. It doesn't matter. It's okay. I'm just curious. So you grew with your wife, Ashley, 3 Instagram accounts. What were I'm sure the usernames are different now because I think you sold them and stuff, but what were the usernames of them?
The first one that we had really good success with was called Art of Travelers. Okay. And that was a travel account that we started leveraging, finding viral content, and leveraging the viral content in a way to really make our own account go viral and have rapid growth. And with that account I think I had it for 3.5 months, and it was just like 2,000 followers shy of breaking the 100,000 follower barrier.
Oh my gosh.
And I ended up selling that one for just a little over $1,000 whenever the time came and somebody said they wanted it.
So that was 0 to 100K in 3 months. Yep. That's awesome. Okay. And then aside from the travel account, and this is where, guys, we're talking about some of the money in here, because that was just a little bit, nothing like what Chris and Ashley were able to do with their food accounts. And the food accounts didn't even have as many followers. So talk a little bit about that. You had a couple food accounts and one thing led to another and you made 10 grand.
So the food thing kind of came, we decided that we were going to start a food blog. So we bought all this equipment, our cameras, our backdrops, and you name it, we had it for, we were like, we're going to be the next Tasty. And so we started shooting these videos, and our first one was called Food Fuels You. It was a health food account. Didn't really fit our lifestyle and personality. So we're kind of making these videos out of just like, oh, people want to be healthy. And it wasn't necessarily the most enjoyable thing in the world, but we, as we started getting about, say, maybe like 10 recipes up. We started thinking, hey, what we've done with travel on Instagram, why don't we start really kind of growing a food account? But unlike travel, where all we did was use viral content, we decided to do a blend.
Okay.
We didn't have enough content of our own
Mm-hmm.
to where we could really just like start killing it on Instagram with our own content. So we did a mix. We were doing 3 blog posts a week.
Mm-hmm.
So we would do a couple posts from each blog post throughout the week, and then we would blend in viral content that we found just by following these other accounts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then what's ironic is our 7th post that we made on that account gained us 1,200 followers and hit 967,000 views.
Wow, on a video, yeah.
It was our 7th post that we ever made on that account. So I was just like, wow, this is crazy. So we got that account up to about 7,500 followers, and then we only had the blog maybe a month. I'll say maybe 2 months with that one. And then we were getting ready to kind of shut it down, and we got an offer from another blog that wanted to purchase. They really wanted our Instagram because it kind of fit in line, and some of the content that we shared was from their blog and stuff, and we were crediting them and everything. So they kind of knew who we were already, and they reached out and they expressed some interest in it. And since it wasn't really what we were into, we felt that it was best to let that blog go and start up one that fit more into the cakes, pies, and cookies that we like to eat ourselves.
So with that, you built an Instagram account in sort of the health food niche. You take some of your own content along with the viral content, all right? And then you made a blog to go along with it. You're making these blog posts, and you're telling people about it, about your blog posts on the Instagram, sending traffic from Instagram to the blog. And then somebody approaches you, another blogger, and says, hey, I want to pay you for kind of that whole package.
Yeah, so they just wanted to buy the Instagram account. And
okay.
We told them, hey, if you want to buy that, we have
a
website.
Gotta buy this. Put your selling shoes on.
Take it all, because honestly, this isn't our niche. We're struggling with it. We're struggling to find ideas and stuff because it's not really like our thing. I mean, I felt like a hypocrite when I'm making like healthy pasta and drinking a Coke.
I get you. So then you went into, and guys, by the way, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and smash the like button. I'm going to include a whole bunch of resources in the description for you. If it's your first time getting on Instagram, starting a business with Instagram, you want to learn the rules and ropes, all that stuff, and really how to get started, take your brand or the one you want to start to the next level. Links in the description for you to go ahead and get access to that. But then you have a slight turn in direction, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to post more desserts and cakes and stuff like that. And then you grew another account, right?
Yeah. So when we really enjoyed the food blogging, like the shooting the videos and editing them and all that, and the pictures, and it was really fun. But it was just the food that kind of was like, we really have to eat it after the
That's funny. That's funny. So then you grew this next one to how many followers?
It was like 17,000.
17,000. Okay. Okay.
I don't remember.
And then did the same person or another person approach you?
It was another one.
Okay.
One that focused more on desserts.
Okay.
And so how this one transpired was like, this was our niche. Like, we absolutely loved it. We loved everything about it. And we were getting like, I don't know, a month and a half old blog. We were getting like 2,500 visitors to a post a week, or to our blog a week, which isn't like a significant number, but compared to most month-old blogs that are getting like four visitors a week, it was huge. And
oh yeah, that's huge. That's 2,500 visitors a week.
Yeah, it was like 10,000 visitors a month.
That's huge. That's huge.
And I'm like, so the blog could have been monetized through doing ads on them as well already.
Sure.
And the majority of the traffic, I'll say like 50-60% of the traffic was coming from Instagram. And the other half, I'll say the other like 40-45% was coming from Pinterest. A little bit coming from like a couple here on Facebook, because organically, as we were growing our Instagram, like some of those people would go to our Facebook page and follow us there too. So our Facebook grew to over 1,000 followers pretty quickly just off of the other platforms. So what we were doing there was like, we would make a post, and we were still blending. It was still a blend because we didn't have the content. So we were our post and then viral posts.
Sure.
Here and there, we had like 4 videos go over 1 million views. And it was crazy. And like, it's like the weirdest videos ever, where like there was one of some, like a lobster tail, and somebody taking a fork and lifting up the meat of the lobster tail.
Yep.
Hit like 1.2 million views. I'm like, man,
people pay attention to weird shit. And then they don't realize they missed 60 seconds of their life. They've just wasted 60 seconds of their life watching a lobster tail fall out of the shell.
That lobster got us a lot of followers. So.
That's awesome. So guys, for those of you listening, this is just another angle that you can take, and it's a pretty unique angle. This is actually even new to me. We teach in our course 16 different ways to monetize, but this is an entirely different angle, all right? Most people build a blog, okay, run ads, SEO. Really, really competitive. And Chris and Ashley are sitting here going, let me pick a niche that I'm passionate about, build the account, use some of our own content, some viral content already out there, and then drive traffic from the account to a blog and take all those people from Instagram over to the blog, get the views up, and then people are coming along, 2 different people, mind you, to buy the Instagram account and the blog. And that allowed you to make what, $3,500 on one deal and then a bunch more on another deal?
Almost just under 8,000. I think it was like $7,500.
Wow.
It was $10,000 between the two.
10,000 between the two. That's awesome. So one of the last questions that I have, and I'm sure this is something that my audience would love to know, is what do you think helped you succeed the most when it came to Instagram? Because a lot of people they'll put an effort for a week and they'll go, oh shit, this isn't working, or shiny penny syndrome, and they'll try to do a million different things at once. What do you think helped you and Ashley succeed as rapidly as you did?
So something that really helped me succeed is when I came in, there was a lot of, it was at the beginning of the course. So there was a lot of like other people who were just getting started or a little bit ahead of us at the time. And the community is so supportive. Sure. That because I wanted to quit. For example, we started a food account, one food account prior to our blogs. And we were like, all right, we're going to build it, and then we're going to get a blog, and we're going to link the blog to it and everything. And like, that food account did nothing for like weeks. And I got so frustrated. I was like, dude, this just don't work with food. But there were people there that were like, hey, no, you just trust the system. Like you're available for people. Like, I talk to you quite a bit. Yeah. And then you got Gigi and Pascal and like all these people, they're very successful, but they're there and available when there's questions or you need some motivation or reassurance and things. So having that, and then the course having kind of a step-by-step system and kind of setting your expectations where you're not expecting to hit 100,000 followers in a week, which I honestly didn't. Like my Art of Travelers, I didn't expect it to hit because I was basing it on what the course says. So I didn't have these false expectations, and what is set in there is very reasonable time frames if you put the action in. Sure, absolutely. So those were the things that really helped, just like having that expectation of knowing it's a process and then having support and people who not only have an interest in themselves, but also in seeing others be successful as well.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you too, because there's a lot of people that are doing online stuff, online coaching, but anybody can take a course. But to really ensure your success, having the community, and then from my perspective, making sure I'm there for people is a huge thing, and that's just part of good business. But I'm really glad that you had the success that you did, man. And thank you so much for being on the show here. And I know the audience really appreciate learning from it. So guys, I've included some information for you below in the description to help you get started. If you want to learn how to create a 6-figure business with Instagram or turn 7 figures like many of us have been able to do, link is in the description. And guys, if you're brand new, make sure to smash the button that looks like a thumb. Okay, it's a like button. You guys should know how to do that. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Chris, thank you so much for being on here.
Before we cut off, I want to say one thing to your audience. If you're new to this, don't just think it's limited to Instagram, like the money. Use Instagram as a way to grow if you have a business of any type, don't be afraid to leverage Instagram to grow that business, because you can monetize Instagram while you're sending business to your actual business that you already have as well.
Heck yeah.
I think that's something people overlook.
Heck yeah. Advice from the wise Chris Hester. We'll see you guys in the next video.